Hi, Alex. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Gabriela. Hello, Frank.
Good morning, Miss.
Yes. All right. Welcome, guys, after your holidays, your Morasanic week. As a meme said, we need a Cabanistic week. We need a Ballistic week, a Lempirian week. Like to honor every of our heroes and national important people in the way they should be honored. Okay, we are going to enter a new theme, a new part of literature, which is poetry. Okay, we are going to analyze two poems. We are going to start with one of them right now, which is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. I was trying to open something here, but Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. I will read it. And I would like for you guys to listen to it because we are going to discuss it afterwards. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. Okay, these are 18 lines of a very short poem. I'm gonna show you the lines so that you can. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening, Robert Frost. Whose woods are this? I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bell, the only other sounds the swift of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promised to keep, and miles to go before I slip, and miles to go before I slip. Okay, let's pay close attention to the title of the poem. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening. What do you think is the title referring to?
Like stopping by a forest on a snowy day.
Hmm? What else?
He needed to take a small break and he just found that. No me acuerdo la palabra. Sorry.
I think that it can maybe be like having life in a place in the one that you are alone.
Okay. Any other?
Maybe about a person traveling and passing by.
Okay. Very good. Okay, speaking about symbolism, what is the literal meaning of the phrase, the darkest evening of the year? What do you think it's the literal meaning of the phrase, the darkest evening of the year? Sorry? What is the meaning? What do you think it's the meaning of the darkest evening of the year?
Miss, I think that maybe it could not be just the darkness evening of the year from all the people. You know, it could be just for a specific person who is seeing, filling up all his wood with snow. You know, maybe that person works with that wood or have worked to buy that wood, and it's everything going. Everything is devastating. You know, like here when it was the hurricane, La Llenas, everyone was seeing their houses uh, with water, all those things. You know, many people lose many things, and they was like the darkness days from their life.
Very good. And
Yes, I think so that it can be like a moment in which he was very scared, and that was why he said that it was the darkest evening of the year.
yes, maybe he was feeling scared. And as Alejandrina mentioned in the chat, a solstice, where there's just a few hours of light on a day. Okay, it's a winter solstice. Maybe the meaning of darkest evening, maybe mystery, sadness, or maybe a low spiritual point in life. Okay? Now, on a symbolic level, what is attractive about the woods? What do you think the writer found attractive about the woods?
That it is a calm place to take a break, maybe.
Okay. To take a break, to rest about the responsibilities of
Lonely and quiet
humans
place that you can
that we have.
think, or you can't be in there alone.
Okay. Very good. Now, there's a second poem about Robert Frost that is called After Apple Picking. After Apple Picking. I have it here. Okay. Let me know if you can see it, please.
We can see it.
Okay, great. Great. Lizzie, can you help us read the first part of To I Am Drowsing Off?
Well, after apple picking, my long two-pointed ladders sticking to a tree toward heaven still, and there's a barrel that I didn't fill beside it, and there may be 2 or 3 apples I didn't pick up on some, but I'm done with apple picking now. The sense of winter sleep is on the night. The set of apple, I am drowsing off.
Very good. Thank you. Alberto, are you here? Alberto? Funes.
Okay. I cannot remove the Springer from my sight. I got from looking through a pane of glass. I skimmed this morning from the drinking through and held against the word of white grass. It melted and it fell, and I let it fall and break. But I was well upon my way to sleep before it fell, and I could tell what form my dreaming was about to take. Magnified apples appear and disappear, stem and blossom end, and every flag of roses showing clear. My step arch not only keeps the ache, it keeps the pressure of a letter around. I feel the letter sway as the bows bend.
Okay, thank you. And I keep hearing from the cellar bin the rumbling sound of load on load of apple coming in. For I have had too much of apple picking. I am overtired of a great harvest, myself desired. There were 10,000 of fruit to touch. Cherish in hand, lift down, and not let fall for all. That struck the earth, no matter if not bruised or spiked with stubble. Went surely to the cider apple hip, as of no worth. One can see that will be trouble. That will trouble. This lip of mine, whatever's lip it is. Were he not gone, the woodchuck could say whether it's like this long slip as I describe it's coming on, or just some human sleep. Okay. Okay. After apple picking, what is the title suggesting?
maybe a feeling of how someone feels after picking
Let
apples
me
for a long day.
Okay. What do you think the apples represent or symbolize?
Miss,
What do you think the apples symbolize?
I don't know, but I see it as maybe an opportunity or a problem.
Maybe it's like a project or something that he did or he was yearning for, and he finally did it or um, success in it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the steps of your life.
Okay. The apples can represent troubles, life, as Daniela said. Why do you think he was concerned about the apples? And what do you think he was dreaming about the apples? Guys?
Maybe he's concerned about how many apples they are and how difficult they are to harvest or to pick. And what was the other? The other question, Miss, what was?
What do you think he was dreaming about the apple?
To finish, because there were many and he was done with picking them up. That's what he said.
All right. He says that he is overtired about picking apple. Why do you think he's overtired about it?
Maybe about the struggles that he's having in life. He's tired of those things.
Okay. How many of you have heard old people say that they are tired of being working and doing the same thing over and over? That usually happens with people that work in offices, okay? Like there is a repetitive work every single day. How many of you have heard people say that? Or maybe people that work in different activities, but they're tired of doing the same. Like you at this moment, you're tired of receiving online classes and sitting on the back of a computer and listening to your teachers, entering Moodle,
Miss,
Zoom, solving this, solving that.
I was thinking about that. What that the department could refer to that, but it could take another, like path, saying like what happened when we finish about that. What I think that, and I would think the same thing. When we get, cuando la gente se retira, when they get home, they always think, what are I going to do now? I used to read many articles about football, and I used to read that many footballers, professional players, say, when I retire, what I'm going to do? When I get up, I used to go and practice, but now I'm retired. What I'm going to do? That's all the question that people say when they stop working. Maybe I think that the poem could refer to that thing.
Okay. Very good. And yes, it refers to the recognition that people expect at the end of a life of working. Okay. Like if, for example, when people work in the Tela Railroad Company for many years, or like to say for 25 years, they received a gift. Okay. I don't remember if it was a golden watch or something like that. And it was like a symbol to represent the recognition of the work they did. Okay. It doesn't matter if it was the machinist or if it was the person that opens the doors for people, it doesn't matter the work you did. You received a recognition for that. Okay. So some people expect at the end of their working life to receive a recognition. Companies do not do that very often. What you do is that you get a payment every month for what you do in your life according to the years that you have of service. Okay, for example, a teacher may retire when he is 68 years and getting a percentage of their final salary. Okay, so they decide if it's the 70 or the 80% of the salary, and they give it to you every month. But it's not that the government gives it to you. It's because you've saved throughout all of your years of service, and they give you your money back is just in a monthly payment. Okay, how many of you know something about the woodchuck? Mm-hmm. Do you know if the woodchuck hibernates or something? No? Okay. Okay. I will open an assignment in Moodle, but I thought it was there. 11th grade. The two articles are available in Moodle. Okay. So you can go and start searching for them. I will assign a tarea so that you can answer some questions. Okay. Related to the poems. It will be available only today and it will close tomorrow at 6. Questions? Vaya. Okay, both of the poems are available and also the assignment. Please work on that for the minutes we have left.
Recording in progress.